The New York Times claimed they wouldn't be weighing in and endorsing in the New York City mayoral election, but in recent days, it seems they're doing everything they can to tip the scales and affect the outcome. So a couple days ago, they released an opinion panel where they basically supported Brad Lander, and then today they released an explosive editorial, basically anti-endorsement of Zoran Mamdani as he is polling ahead of Cuomo in recent polls. So let's talk about it. This is the article. You can see the date there. Our advice to voters in a vexing race for New York mayor. Here's the most brutal excerpt. Mamdani is running on an agenda uniquely unsuited to the city's challenges. He is a democratic socialist who too often ignores the unavoidable trade-offs of governance. He favors rent freezes that could restrict housing supply and make it harder for younger New Yorkers and new arrivals to afford housing. He wants the government to operate grocery stores as if customer service and retail sales were strengths of the public sector. He minimizes the importance of policing. More worrisome, he shows little concern about the disorder of the past decade, even though its costs have fallen hardest on the city's working class and poor residents. Mr. Mamdani, who has called Mr. de Blasio the best New York mayor of his lifetime, offers an agenda that remains alluring among elite progressives but has proved damaging to city life. They continue, Mamdani would also bring less relevant experience than perhaps any mayor in New York history. He has never run a government department or private organization of any size. As a state legislator, he has struggled to execute his own agenda. A telling example came last year. Given an opportunity to expand a pilot program offering free bus rides, one of his signature issues, he instead engaged in a performative protest that doomed the policy. They did have one nice thing to say. Mamdani, a charismatic 33-year-old, is running a joyful campaign full of viral videos in which he talks with voters. He offers the kind of fresh political style for which many people are hungry during the angry era of President Trump. Here's where they make their anti-endorsement. We do not believe that Mr. Mamdani deserves a spot on New Yorkers' ballots. Then here's where they basically tell people to vote for Cuomo without coming out and saying it. They say, as for Mr. Cuomo, we have serious objections to his ethics and conduct, even if he would be better for New York's future than Mr. Mamdani. And then they say, but not ranking either candidate, because it's a two-person race at this point, basically, is their argument, would be the equivalent of stating no preference between the two. So they're saying, don't not rank both Cuomo and Zoran, and they're saying don't rank Zoran. So it's a very clear endorsement and anti-endorsement, I think. What do you think?